Hey guys, welcome back to Disc Golf Examiner. I'm excited to bring you the second part in a series of videos to show you guys what I use to cover disc golf tournaments. The first video was about photos and all my photo equipment, and now this video will be about my video equipment. Well, if you followed us here on Disc Golf Examiner, I've been covering tournaments for about 2.5 years now with video, 3 years with photos. And it's something that I'm really passionate about. Video was something that I actually went to school for. It's something that I've always had a part of me, and it's something that I love. So I'm really excited to be able to talk to you guys. Like, as much passion and love that I have for disc golf, I have that much for video and photos as well. So this is really an exciting thing for me, and to know that some of you got some enjoyment out of it is more reason for me to do this. So first thing I want to do is go and show you guys how I started off. So starting off covering tournaments, I had a DSLR camera, and the thing is, whenever you're doing video with DSLR, you're going to want one thing in particular. Actually, I'll say two things. You'll want a telephoto lens where you're able to zoom out to about, you really want like an 18mm to about a 200mm lens, like I have here with the Sigma. It's F3.5-6.3, and the big thing is that it has an optical stabilizer in it. So an image stabilizer is going to help with the Canon cameras in particular. It's going to help that motion that you get, that blurry motion from movement of your hands. So if you're going to cover a tournament with a DSLR, you're going to want a lens with image stabilization, or a camera that has image stabilization built into it. The Canons do not, but the lens is nice for that. And it's served me very well. I've had this for a couple years now, and it's really helped me with tournaments. I would put the DSLR on a tripod like this, Manfrotto. Now Manfrotto has an awesome tripod here. This is a fluid head. This is a very nice tripod in that it allows you to very smoothly pan back and forth and tilt up and down. And this fluid head actually makes it so that you can cover you can follow discs easier without the jitteriness, especially whenever you're zooming in. So a really nice thing to have. And what else is really nice about it, whenever you put this down, you oftentimes these will be at different lengths because of the ground being, misshapen. But what's nice about this is that it actually has a centerpiece where you can kind of level that out no matter where you're at, so that you can actually focus on shooting as more than going around and trying to fix the legs and missing a shot. The downside of having a tripod is that they're heavy, and you definitely don't want to have a normal tripod, a lighter weight aluminum tripod, because you'll get squeakiness in it. You really want a fluid head first off, but because it's so heavy, what I ended up moving to is a Manfrotto Monopod, and this is a fluid head as well. It actually, if you look at it, if I'm just going to put this down here on the ground, you can see when the camera's rested on there, you have a much smoother action than if I were to turn my hand and try to get that. So that's pretty cool. You're able to get tilts. And the other nice thing about having a monopod is that whenever you are out there covering tournaments, what ends up happening, whenever people are on the tee box, somebody's going to get in your shot. That's just the way that it is. With the monopod, it allows you to move very quickly, whereas the tripod will definitely bump into something or get in your way. So definitely I would suggest a monopod like the one I have here. And what's really nice, at the bottom of this monopod, it has a fluid head as well, so it really makes things very sturdy, and that's pretty awesome. So moving on from that, so you have your image stabilization on your camera, and these will help you physically stabilize the camera. So basically what I've discovered over the years from using DSLRs is that they're not always completely focusing accurately. And that's an issue whenever you're doing a live event like this, where you can't do multiple takes of something, obviously. So I ended up making the move to a Panasonic camcorder here. This is a full HD, and this is the Panasonic HC-V770. It has a lot of cool features on it, but it does have image stabilization, which is nice. It also has something called HDR mode, which I cannot recommend enough. If you are looking to get things that are in shadow and things that are in the sky, like a disc, the HDR mode has come in extremely useful for me, because most cameras will blow out the sky, and then it'll try to adjust to the sky and it'll become darker, and then you don't know where the disc went to begin with, so you're all screwed up. With the HDR mode in this camera, I've been able to see the discs a lot easier, follow the action, and I think you guys have enjoyed it too, because I definitely have gotten a lot of compliments about video tournament coverage, and most of that is done with this camera here. You don't need to go out there and buy a 4K camcorder and the big tripod and all this stuff to make disc golf videos good, to make tournament coverage good. You can do it simply with a decent monopod and a HD camcorder that can shoot 60 frames per second. And really, you don't want to move into the 4K video range anyway at this point. Jomez does a great job producing their videos in 4K, and it's amazing. But if you don't have the editing system to work with 4K, it's definitely a hindrance, especially with the size of the files. You'll need to buy more expensive memory cards and stuff. So if this is something that you're passionate about, something that you want to get into doing, you don't need top of the line stuff to do it. So I did want to give you a heads up on that. The other thing that the camcorders do that the DSLRs aren't as good at is that they're really good at following action and following focus with action. So something else to keep in mind.
Last piece of equipment.
I have an audio recorder here, and as you can see, it is recording my audio. It's a Zoom H4n. It is really great at recording audio, fantastic for recording audio. And some of you may have seen this and wondered, what is this fuzzy thing on top? Well, this actually prevents wind from hitting the microphone and really helps to, whenever we're outside, get our audio. So I hope you guys have got a better idea of what I'm working with here whenever I cover tournaments. Now for second camera shoots, I'm often using a friend's camera. I actually use Brian Bowman or Jeff Ravilla, or we've had Matt Lineman help as well with camera, and it's been great to have those guys coming along and helping out with that stuff, because it is way more than a one-man job. Jomez has like 8 guys. They're traveling around the country doing the best video coverage you can possibly imagine, and that's so awesome for them. And one day I hope to maybe be able to get to that level, but I'm going to need your help, maybe here in the near future as well. So help get us there. Like our page on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. Remember to click that bell because you got to get notification whenever we put videos out. And you know, always leave comments. I love hearing from you guys. I love talking to you. And if this is something you're passionate about, let me know. Let me know where you're at in the country. Maybe there's a way for me to help you out. Maybe there's some information I can give you, and I'm definitely excited to do that. So perhaps sometime in the near future we'll get a chance to talk about how to properly cover a tournament. We don't want people going out there with cameras and getting in pros' ways. It's definitely, there's a lot of etiquette involved in knowing, and you really, there's a lot to it. So maybe that's a separate video that we can do. If you do want to hear that, those suggestions, leave them in the comments section below. We'll see about doing another video on this. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for all of my video equipment here in the Disc Golf Examiner Studios. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next week, keep banging those chains.